My name is Mary Weiler. I am the board chair of the North Dakota chapter for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. We all come into this world with a need for a connection for a common experience to share, an experience where we can hear another person say, "I hear you, I understand, you are not alone." And so every year across the state, we come together to walk and connect in a common experience to listen, support, and care for one another, to raise dollars to prevent suicide and be the voice for those we have lost. One of the greatest gifts we have is speaking out for those who can't. This year in our state, there were 9 community walks and 1 campus walk. There were hundreds of volunteers and walkers who were united in our mission to prevent suicide and support those who are struggling and those who care for them. I am grateful and so proud of the work that all of you have done by volunteering and raising dollars to prevent suicide in your community. We cannot do this work without you. Now that the walks are completed, I encourage all of you to take good care of yourselves, to talk to others about your experience and how it has impacted you, and if needed, to reach out for assistance in the weeks and months to come. What you are about to see is the statewide closing ceremony. It communicates the passion and hard work that hundreds of volunteers across the state demonstrated on the day of their walks. So I hope you will celebrate your accomplishments in helping others know that they are not alone, that there are others in their community who support them. And thank you for living out our mission to save lives and bring hope to those affected by suicide.
Now we're going to begin our honor bead ceremony portion of this closing ceremony. We're going to see walkers that have walked in one of the Out of the Darkness walks across the state of North Dakota. Each of us have our own stories and our own reasons for walking in an Out of the Darkness walk. As we gather here today for this closing ceremony, we remember those reasons and we share a symbol to keep them in our sights and in our hearts. Our honor beads pay tribute to a loved one lost, a personal struggle, or a victory. They come in many colors, representing the diversity of our community's connection to this cause. It's my honor to introduce you to some of the extraordinary people that make up our chapter across the state of North Dakota.
Hi, I'm Twyla.
And I'm Celeste. We have been the Mina Out of the Darkness Community Walk co-chairs for 4 years.
Together, we have participated in 9 walks as a family.
We wear blue beads to show our support for the cause.
We began walking after a loss of a friend and continue participating to support family, friends, and our community.
We also provide AFSP resources to our community through local tabling events.
Hi, my name is Mary, and I am wearing teal beads representing the family and friends of those with mental health conditions.
My name is Deb. Silver beads represent military members and our first responders. We are proud of the jobs they do in our North Dakota communities. Regardless of how you serve, everyone should know they have a helping hand when they need it. Let's continue to become more knowledgeable, show support, and engage so that we can all work to assist one another and prevent suicide.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and this is Truman. And as someone who's lived with generalized anxiety disorder for over 3 decades, I am deeply connected to the AFSP's green beads, which represent a personal struggle with mental health. At 12 years old, I experienced my first suicidal ideation. And at 21, a few months after graduating college with honors and getting engaged, I attempted suicide. With the help of talk therapy, medication, and a commitment to putting my mental health first, I found the strength to keep fighting for happiness, to keep believing in hope. Being a part of the Out of the Darkness walks has changed my life. Not only has it helped me to understand that my mental health challenges are not a character flaw, but a medical condition, the AFSP has also connected me to a community of people who see me and accept me for exactly who I am.
My name is Katie, and I wear purple beads in honor of my friend Brian. He struggled most of his life with depression and had graduated recently from college with a psychology major, trying to better understand mental health. And I guess I walk in his honor in hopes that the work that AFSP does to promote open conversations about mental health and suicide will help others who are in a similar position to where Brian was.
Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I wear the orange beads in remembrance of my brother Philip, who lost his battle with mental health back in November of 1994. In 1994, mental health was a very taboo subject. Since then, we have come a long ways in ending the stigma that surrounds mental health. There has been a lot of awareness, prevention, and education when it comes to mental health. If you ever find yourself struggling, please reach out to a friend, a coworker, a family member, or call the National Suicide Hotline at 1-800-273-TALK. Let's keep talking about it to end this stigma that surrounds mental health.
Hi, I'm Lori, and I wear gold beads to symbolize the loss of a parent. I lost my dad to suicide in 1982 when he was just 43 years old. Although it's been almost 39 years next month, I'm still living the journey and missing him every day. It makes me sad that he is missing out on so much of a life that I know he could have loved. Becoming involved in our Out of the Darkness community walk, facilitating a local support group, and volunteering for healing conversations has helped me as a survivor of suicide loss. Letting others know that they are not alone in their grief journeys has been healing for me and gives me hope.
Hello, my name is Evelyn. I wear white beads for the loss of a child. We lost our youngest son, Asher, in October 2017. Asher suffered from the time he was 13 with anxiety, depression, and gender issues. We always stood by him and supported him in every way possible. We missed him so much every day. Asher always found the good in people even when they had wronged him. My family and I will continue to fight suicide and help those who struggle to remember there is hope and there is better days ahead. I will be the lighthouse in someone's stormy sea, always.
My name is Dr. Jason Thomes, and we lost my wife, Treva, in January of this year after she battled depression and mental illness for 30 years of her life. She was a professional singer who had her own CD. She was a college professor who inspired and taught many students, and she was a marathon runner who ran over 25 marathons. In fact, she ran 5 in 1 month. We miss her a great deal. We love her a lot, and we know that she loved us. And so I am honored to represent the Red Beads for this event.
Each of us have our own stories and our own reasons for being here. Losing someone to suicide or struggling with a mental illness can feel like no one understands what we're going through. Each color shows our personal connection to the cause and helps us identify others who understand our experiences. These beads, these courageous people, they represent our dedication, our commitment, and our strength as a community. We are united in our goal and determined to bring suicide prevention out of the darkness and save lives.
Hi everyone, I'm Samantha Christofferson, Dakota's Area Director for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And on behalf of AFSP, thank you so much for watching our virtual closing ceremony today. I also want to thank every single one of you for walking in the Out of the Darkness walks across the state of North Dakota. Whether you walked virtually or in one of the Out of the Darkness walks, we're so thankful for your support. We especially want to thank our outstanding sponsors that supported our walks across the state. We want to thank our outstanding volunteers that made the walks possible, and our wonderful, wonderful walk chairs that plan 9 walks across the state of North Dakota. Thank you all so much for your support. By walking in and out of the darkness walk, you're changing the culture around mental health, and you're supporting the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention's mission, which is to save lives and bring hope to those affected by suicide. You're creating change in your community, and thank you. The money raised at the Out of the Darkness walks help our local North Dakota chapter save lives and bring hope to those affected by suicide. The money raised at these events support mental health research, prevention education, advocacy, and support for lost survivors. Our local chapter can go to schools, churches, businesses, really wherever lets us in the door to provide programs that educate on the warning signs and risk factors of suicide. Your dollars are helping us advocate, help our field advocates from across the state of North Dakota meet with our legislative leaders and make strong asks when it comes to mental health legislation. Your dollars are also supporting programs that support survivors of suicide loss, like Survivor Day, that's going to be happening across the state of North Dakota, as well as virtually the next day. On behalf of AFSP, again, I just want to thank you so much for walking in your community, walking in and out of the darkness walk, joining us today, and also to change the culture around mental health. Thank you for helping the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention save lives and bring hope to those affected by suicide. Thank you.